Namaste and welcome once again to my show on Bharat Frontliners. This is your host, Ranji Kwatra. Swapna Pataskar is a storyteller through light, sound, and emotion. She writes, she sings, she tells stories, she draws and paints, and is a filmmaker. She is also a cinematographer, directing photography for top networks like Star TV, NDTV Good Times, and Z Marathi. She has mastered the craft of visual storytelling. Her work on Made in China earned the Filmfare Technical Excellence Award, while Solar Energy and Awakening won the UGC National Award.
Hi, thank you for having me here. Nice to see you, Ranji.
Always nice to see your smiling face.
Thank you.
So, shall we begin?
Yes, please.
Swapna, your journey began in a very different world, preparing for medical entrance exam. What first drew you towards the camera?
Okay, so I hadn't planned on becoming a camera person, a filmmaker, a cinematographer, none of this. In fact, there was a old camera at home which I don't know had not been given to me because I was a child. Camera बच्चों के हाथ में नहीं देते हैं kinds. So I had never used or never clicked a photo. And what happened is I was a bright student. I think I'm still bright, but I flunked my 12th standard and I uh, passed my medical entrance. So that was a very unexpected kind of result. And then I didn't know what to do. Um, I still appreciate and I thank my parents. They were very understanding, very cooperative, and somehow they let me be. They didn't hassle me, they didn't question me, they didn't trouble me in any ways. And rather they suggested that I go for something that I like and just let it be, hota hai kinds. So one of my friends who's now a good music director, he suggested that I come on stage and sing. I have learned music since childhood. So he
Oh.
suggested I sing on stage commercially. Also, another friend, he suggested I go for acting. So he introduced me to a director called Kishore Sao, and he wanted me to uh, try my try myself at acting. So I started rehearsing for a play. Now the thing is, the way I look, I've generally played either a fairy or a vamp in my all my school plays and in all my
Vamp.
college plays. Yeah. I don't know. They don't
I
give me a
don't believe
normal
that.
role.
I don't believe that.
They don't give me a normal role.
you
So
look
then I was
you
supposed to
look
be.
more like a hoor pari to me, yeah.
So that is what. So then I was supposed to play the role of a vamp, assisting the villain and so on. So we were rehearsing for that play, and the director of this play, he got a chance to direct a serial for Doordarshan. Yeah, so he requested his crew to join him on the sets of the serial and help him out over there. So we joined him on the sets, and he gave us little tasks. And out of that, what I chose was, there was this cookery show, so they had kept all the dishes, and there was preparations and the chefs and uh, the kitchen and so on. So I just felt like arranging it all very properly, and I asked the chef to, wear color coordinated or
Mhm.
something that I thought was nice, the aprons and his dresses and so on. So this director Kishore Sav, he asked me, mm, "How do you know this?" So I said, I like drawing, painting. I have a thing for colors, and by then I had also enrolled in this animation graphics course. So I was learning Corel Draw, Photoshop, and PageMaker, and so on. Also 2D, 3D animations. And then he said, "What you're doing is art direction, and I'd like you to help me." And so I started dabbling with that on the set. And then this was a three camera setup, and they were shooting this cookery show. So there was an online edit happening over there, and the online editor used to order, okay, camera one give me this shot, camera two give me this shot, and so
So
on.
when you say
So I
online,
thought,
when you say online editing, you mean live edit?
yes, live editing.
Okay.
So I thought that person was, in control of the whole situation, and ये बहुत अच्छा है, तो मैं उनके पास गई and I said, please teach me this. So he laughed and he said, "Ki before you understand what I'm doing, you need to understand camera, you need to understand direction, you need to understand uh, filmmaking as a whole and what is happening on the sets
Hmm.
before you actually get into editing and live editing."
Hmm.
So I said, "फिर वो सिखा दो." So he said, "I'm not the right person." And over there, the DOP of the show was Mr. Pintu Chaudhary, who was an
Hmm.
ex-FTI professor. So Dada had taken VRS and he was already working on a couple of projects. So I approached him and I said, "Please teach me cinematography." Um, and he was like, so back then I was this just 12th pass or 12th not pass. दुबली पतली सी छोटी सी बच्ची. So he must have thought, ये क्या करेगी, kind of, is she really serious and how far will she go? So what he did is he called me a couple of times. अभी वक्त नहीं है, फिर एक 10 दिन बाद, फिर एक 15 दिन बाद, ऐसे करके. And then finally one day he met me and he said, अच्छा चलो कुछ दिखाओ, फोटो वोटो खींचे है तो. तब तक तो फोटो एक भी नहीं खींचा था मैंने, बिकॉज लाइक आई सेड, बच्चों को कैमरा नहीं देते थे. एक तो ऐसा बड़ा सा कोई कैमरा था भी नहीं घर में, और जो हॉट शॉट था वो भी जैसे बच्चों को नहीं देते हैं. सो देन अब ये तो बड़ा मुश्किल हो गया, and तब घर में कैमरा भी नहीं था. सो देन आई बोरोड वन फ्रॉम अ फ्रेंड्स फादर. तो उन्होंने वो फ्रेंड को भी साथ में भेज दिया कि कैमरा को क्या बोलते हैं उसको, काइंड ऑफ बी अलोंग विथ हर. सो हम दोनों वी जस्ट वेंट अराउंड द गार्डन्स एंड कहीं फूल का फोटो खींच रहे, तितली का फोटो खींच रहे, ऐसे कुछ करते करते. सो आई थिंक वी वेंट अराउंड, वहां पे एक मंदिर है, तो वो मंदिर के बाहर चंपा के पेड़ है, और वो पूरे पेड़ के सारे पत्ते झड़ चुके थे, एंड बस उसकी टहनियां बची थी. So then I saw something and I wanted to take that photograph. I tried and climbed up to a slightly higher space, and वो पेड़ का पूरा शैडो नीचे दिख रहा था. और उस शैडो में मुझे एक क्रो, उसका नेस्ट, उसका पार्टनर, जो टू क्रोज एंड द नेस्ट, ऐसे वो सब दिख रहा था. सो देन आई ट्राइड एंड गॉट अ शॉट ऑफ दैट शैडो ऊपर खड़े होके. एंड ऑल्सो वन और टू गुड शॉट्स, आई थिंक वो बहावा करके जो एक ऐसा पीला सा फ्लावरिंग ट्री होता है, तो उसके
Mhm.
नीचे एक रेड पोस्ट बॉक्स, एंड वहां पे एक आदमी बैठा है उसे टिक के. तो वो एक
Mhm.
फोटो मुझे अभी भी याद है. एंड देन ये सारा एक पूरा इकट्ठा करके मैं, आई प्रोसेस्ड इट एंड आई टुक इट टू दादा एंड आई शोड इट टू हिम. तो ये पर्टिकुलर फोटो देखी उन्होंने, ही सेड, ये कहाँ खींचा है? तो हमारे यहाँ वो बजाज फैक्ट्री के बाहर है, गेट के बाहर का वो शॉट था. एंड वो जो शैडो वाला शॉट है वो ऐसे ऊपर नीचे आगे पीछे, ये क्या है? सो देन आई एक्सप्लेन टू हिम कि वो क्या शॉट है, कैसे लिया है. आई थिंक दैट वाज द डील ब्रेकर. He said, "Okay, I'll teach you some stuff." And then actually we started what we call a teaching outside classroom. So he used to ask me to join him on the sets, and while he was working for some project, he would give me hands-on training. And also when we were not working on the sets, he would talk to me, he would explain me things, I would read, I would do little experiments on my own. एंड ऐसे मेरी फिल्म की स्कूलिंग शुरू हो गई.
Wow. So it means you
या
basically started from scratch.
या एब्सोल्यूट स्क्रैच.
That is the best training ever. When you start down below and
यस,
move up, I feel that is the best way. Yeah.
यस.
Mhm. Okay. Tell me
सो आई थिंक
something.
दादा taught me to see.
Hmm.
मैंने देख तो मैं वैसे भी रही थी, लेकिन फिल्म के लिए देखना एक अलग चीज होती है, फ्रेमिंग एक अलग चीज होती है.
Hmm.
आपको एग्जैक्टली क्या दिखाना है, क्या पोर्ट्रे करना है, हाउ यू वांट टू पुट द स्टोरी अक्रॉस, यू नो देयर आर सो मेनी एलिमेंट्स इन फिल्म,
Hmm.
in cinematography. So I think he really taught me how to see. And I think he also gave me a vision for life, because I was, like I said, just 12th pass, not pass, and hardly 18-year-old. So वैसे कुछ समझ में नहीं आता था, लेकिन when I started working with him, I traveled a lot. So we were doing these different projects, and unke saath I really traveled a lot, and that was something that was really engaging, that was eye opening. And I could see not only Maharashtra, I saw India across, and that was something really beautiful. So we worked on very different projects, different topics. Sometime we were doing engineering, sometime we were doing, for example, Koina lake water tapping stage 4, or we did a film about the expressway, the way it was being built by L&T was one of the mm, people who are constructing it. So we were doing a film for L&T. So I think I'm also witness to all this, expressway जहाँ से बनने
So,
शुरू हुए.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
guess all these
Yeah.
early experiences helped shape
हाँ.
your understanding of visual
Yes.
storytelling.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now let's change gears a little bit.
Yeah.
You, yeah, you worked across major networks like Star TV, NDTV Good Times, and Zee Marathi. What creative or technical lessons from these experiences have stayed with you?
Okay. So, like I mentioned, I've also worked for Doordarshan.
Mm,
Some bit of it has been with Pintu Dada. And then 2000, 2001 onwards, I started working independently. So again, that has been a long time. One of my very first films was for a, it was a documentary about brick making. So
mm,
brick kilns were, yeah. So brick kilns were supposed to be very polluting, and then there was a law which was passed, which said that kilns should not be used in this particular fashion, and there was alternative automated systems coming in. So we made a film about that one. Then for NDTV Good Times, we did a show. I've also worked for BBC. I've shot for Alpha Marathi when it was not even Zee Marathi. I've shot for Star One. I used to do Mano Yana Mano with
mm,
Siddharth Kak's
mm,
Cinema Vision India.
mm.
So all these experiences have been very enriching, and I could, like I said, I could travel, I could see a lot of people, I could see a lot of different kind of fields, how people actually live, and I could really gather a lot of um, life lessons from there.
So it's happened layer after layer after layer.
Yes.
Made in China earned you the Filmfare Technical Excellence Award. What made that project special and what did you learn from it?
Okay, now this is way back in 2007, I guess.
Mhm.
Uh, Me and my husband, we had started a studio, a post-production studio in Andheri, uh, and then we did a lot of dubbing, editing, and Made in China was one of the projects that we handled. We handled the editing and we handled the dubbing part of this. So the Technical Excellence Award is actually a team effort. Again, I say, right from the shoot to edit and to the final delivery, everyone and any who has worked on this project is deserving of that technical excellence. And I think this is something very important. We always work as a team, and it's very um, important to get people together and handle their egos and their tantrums, and get them to synchronize and give out a good product.
Mm, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Let's talk about solar energy and awakening, which bagged the UGC National Award. So, beyond the
Hmm.
recognition, what did this socially driven project mean to you personally?
Okay, so This again was a project by Dr. Govind Kulkarni. So he has done his PhD in alternative energies, and he specializes in solar energies.
Mhm.
So he wanted us to make this film because he thought a lot of children are taking up computer science as a career, whereas there are pure sciences, there are these alternative fields where one must, go into research and development, and he wanted people to be aware of this field. So we made this film directed at students of, say, standard 7 to 12th, so that we give them the options and let them know, okay, there are these so many opportunities, there are so many options available in the field of solar energy. And we created this docu. So again, we shot across a lot of places in Maharashtra, and we showed the various kinds of methods, and we showed the various technology that is used. There are the solar panels that we see normally for our water heating is just one of the thing. There are so many developed ways where you can, actually concentrate the rays and heat for food, for heating huge amounts of water. For example, it is being used in the Sai Baba mandir. So they're called solar concentrators, and they are used over there for cooking food. So we got to see a lot of these things, and we also wanted to, put it out to students. And so we got, uh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So besides the
Yeah.
students,
So
you
basically,
also
this,
got lots
yeah,
of education from that.
yes, of course. So it was a very enlightening film, let me say, because we also don't know all these uses and the way solar energy can really be utilized. And we could make this film, and it was really very well appreciated. Mr. Kapil Sibal was the science minister back then, and we received two awards for this film. One as the
Mm.
best film of the year, and also for the editing and graphics.
Mm.
So my editor Edwin Anthony had edited this film, and we also got the award for the best film of that year.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Achievement after achievement right there.
right.
Uh, is there a particular shoot or moment behind the camera
Mm-hmm.
that still stays with you? Something that changed your perspective entirely?
Mm. Okay, I remember the very first time I was on a real big set. This was it was a serial for Doordarshan. It was called Swaraj.
Mhm.
Okay, so I was assisting Pintuda, and there's a childlike feeling I still remember when the camera is placed and you see all the 3D objects in front are being converted into a 2D plane, and you can see them on screen. So we used to have this monitor, and I was given this task of writing continuity and checking for checking on the monitor. So वहां से लेके that curiosity, and the way those sets were, the way those actors were. I was fortunate to have Dominic as the director, and there was Manju Singh as the producer. We shot a lot of this portion in the Yeroda Central Jail. So मैं
Oh.
actually 6 महीने, हाँ हाँ, 6 महीने में जेल में रह चुकी हूँ, और वो भी भगत सिंह, राजगुरु इन लोगों के साथ. So we had a beautiful set of actors. We had Atul Kulkarni, we had Tom Alter, and with the best of the best, राजेश श्रृंगारपुरे, वरुण बदोला, ब्रिजेश हीर जी, बहुत सारे बहुत सुंदर एक्टर्स थे. And yeah, the best part was I started as a continuity writer, and वहां से लेके then I started helping out in costumes and in property, and in direction and camera. And karte karte मैं I was the chief AD for this show by the end of the series. So ये बहुत बड़ा show था, and yeah, it was very popular and it was prime time में दूरदर्शन पे आने वाला शो था ये.
Oh, you've been a topper, a singer, even a teacher's pet. How do all these identities come together in your work as a cinematographer?
See, filmmaking is very interesting. It's a confluence of many arts. So there is the visual element, there is the audio element. Audio में भी dialogues है, उसमें गाना है. Visual में there is मैंने ये तो है ही frame setting है. लेकिन आप सेट्स जब बनाते हैं, जब ये करते हैं तो उसमें आर्किटेक्चर आ जाता है, उसमें ड्राइंग आ जाता है, पेंटिंग आ जाता है. मैंने सारे एलिमेंट्स ऑफ विजुअल आर्ट्स and the best of audio arts is all combined over there. So
Mhm.
I think it has helped me my learning of music, of animations and graphics, and my drawing, painting. I think it all has culminated very nicely, and I am able to make effective use of all of that.
If you weren't a cinematographer, what do you think you would have been? And why not acting?
Mm, I wanted to be a doctor, very much wanted to be a doctor. So I think I would have been one. Um, and I wish I was a doctor. Yeah. Um, why am I not into acting? Okay, so like I said, I started off trying to be one. Um, Once in a while, I've acted. I've done a few ads. I've acted in small roles wherever, like in the fill in the blank kind of
Hmm.
किया है मैंने. But I haven't pursued acting very seriously. I have this thought of I find it slightly uncomfortable to dance to others' tunes. I would rather, direct, and I would rather shoot, and I would make someone else follow my orders.
Yes, that is
Yes.
truly something that comes out of your heart.
Yeah.
How has the industry treated women behind the camera? Do you think more women are stepping into cinematography, or is there still a gap in awareness and opportunity?
Mm, I personally know a very few women who are into cinematography or who are into technical positions also. I see a lot of women who are doing hair and makeup. Of course, there are a lot of actresses. Back when I was working, at the beginning, very beginning, there were very few women doing cinematography, or there were very few women on the sets who are into the technical positions.
Mhm.
Over the years, of course, things have changed now because of TV and because of OTT and because of even news channels. We have a lot of female anchors, we have a
Mhm.
female camera person. So it has changed a lot. And now there are many new girls and women who are DOPs and who are working behind the cameras. Initially, it was not so. And I think world over, there's a dearth of women technicians, and yeah, things are improving, but बहुत कम है, बहुत
Oh,
कम है.
matlab, the
The
gap,
ratio is
yeah,
हाँ.
the gap is becoming smaller in awareness and
अभी अभी
opportunity.
थोड़ी हो रही है, definitely हो रही है.
Uh,
Having a woman behind camera was so rare that people uh, मैंने जल्दी से मुझे कैमरा मैन ही बोल देते हैं, तो वो भूल जाता है कि कैमरामैन भाई है.
ah,
हाँ हाँ. तो कैमरामैन बाई इज वन. ये
yeah,
तो सडनली लेट्स से सर एंड देन फिर से मैडम, एंड
yeah.
कंप्लीट कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है उनको. दे डोंट एक्सपेक्ट अ वुमन बिहाइंड द कैमरास. That is one thing. So
Hmm.
over the years there has been a lot of changes, like I
After all your milestones and awards, what keeps you motivated today? And what's next for Swapna Pataskar?
what keeps me motivated. इतनी बड़ी दुनिया है, इतना कुछ बताना है, करना है, there's जितना करोगे उतना कम ही है. There are so many stories to tell, so many things to present, and I just can't get enough of that. I think that is what keeps me motivated the most. And all those awards and accolades, I think I'm happy people appreciate, and I'm happy they're letting me participate more and more, and they are giving me the opportunity to do good things. Now there are so many platforms where you can actually put out your shows. You can make different kind of movies. You can really explore so many subjects, whether it is fiction or non-fiction. There is so much still more to say. So I think that is what keeps me on going on and on. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that because these new platforms are opening up so many avenues.
Right.
What is the next surprise Swapna Pataskar, the artist and the woman behind the lens, going to pop on us? Mhm.
Okay. Again, in terms of technology, in terms of visual presentations, there is so much more that we can do. There is AI, there is VR, AR, and all these things are coming up, and you can really integrate these all into your filmmaking, into your viewer experience, and make things better and more much more exciting for someone who wants to watch all of this. So I would like to really explore more in this area, and bring out the best and give the best experience, and I hope I can put out a variety of emotions which can be experienced by my end viewers. So all my stories can really be benefited in ways we can't even imagine. So I would like to really go ahead and explore all of those.
So you do feel that AI has come of age to help people like us from the
Yes,
industry?
we are already using AI at our end. In fact, we have programmed some of these AI softwares to suit our editing, to suit our filmmaking also. And also, like, I run a tech company, so we are creating apps, we are creating websites, and we are creating apps, and we're using AI extensively.
Man, those are some surprises that are going to be coming
Yes,
our way.
yes.
Ah, Swapna Pataskar's journey from medical classrooms to award winning film sets shows the power of passion, courage, and vision. She doesn't just capture images, she captures emotion, purpose, and life itself. In an industry still learning to welcome women behind the camera, she stands as a trailblazer, reminding us that it's the heart and vision behind the lens that truly tell the story. If Swapna's story has inspired you and you want to hear more amazing stories of women doing extraordinary things, please like, subscribe, and follow us. Every click helps share more voices that are changing the world. Thanks, Swapna, for coming on my show.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here, and it was really nice to talk to you.
Yes, and I hope we get to meet again and very soon.